Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearances of the Week. This is Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. We'll be giving you all the first appearances hitting your comic shops today. Now this week we have a little bit lighter week than we did last week. I think we only have 11 titles altogether to go through, 5 first appearances, and 6 honorable mentions. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearances of the week ending September 10th, 2021. First up from IDW, Star Wars Adventures number 9. This features the first appearance of Boba Fett in the Star Wars Adventures title. Now that information in and of itself is not terribly important. Boba Fett has already appeared in comics. This is not the first appearance of Boba Fett in comics, just in the Star Wars Adventures title. If they fundamentally or dramatically change the Boba Fett character in this particular title, then this is one you definitely want to add to your collection. If not, you can put this one on your B list. This is not terribly important, but like we said, if they fundamentally change the Boba Fett character, this would be the first appearance of that new changed character, so that might be worth picking up, but you have some time on this one. Put this one on your B list. Now next up from DC Comics, Batman number 112. This features the first cameo appearance of Peacekeeper X. It really all depends on what DC does with this new character, Peacekeeper X, how important he's going to be in future titles, if he's ever going to make it to the big screen or little screen, that'll be a big driver for that character. But being that this is the first cameo appearance and not the first full appearance, this is one we think you can put on your B list, address it later. We think you have time on this one. Now next up from DC Comics, Sensational Wonder Woman number 7. This features the first appearance of Natalie Close, a famous socialite with a dark past. Once again, it really all depends on what DC does with this character. The Wonder Woman franchise is very popular right now, and if they do something important with this character, if she plays a big part, future movies, streaming series, or future titles, then this might be one you want to pick up. This is the first appearance of Natalie Close. So, like we said, all depends on what they do with this character, but for $3 or $4, we don't think you can go wrong with this one. You should go ahead and pick this one up. Now next up from Marvel Comics, Khazar, Lord of the Savage Land number 1. This features the debut of Khazar's new powers, and it's the first cameo appearance of Poly-Scion. Now, this being a Marvel title, and it's a debut of Khazar's new powers, Khazar is going to play an important role in future Marvel titles, maybe even feature films or streaming series. This is one we definitely think you should pick up. Khazar, the popularity of that character is coming back. In this issue, Khazar debuts some new powers, and it is the first cameo appearance of a new character. So this one here, go ahead and pick this one up. Now next up from Marvel Comics, Shang-Chi number 4. This features the first appearance and origin of Zhang Li, Shang-Chi's mother, in what appears to be a retcon to the original introduction of an American version of the character from Special Marvel Edition number 15, way back in 1974. This is one we do think you should pick up. Shang-Chi, very, very popular series right now. Fan favorite series, so this is one we definitely think you should add to your collection. This features the first appearance and origin of a new character, Shang-Chi's mother, so grab this one here for your collection. And now for the honorable mentions. From Mad Cave, Bountiful Garden number 1. A crew traveling through deep space to discover new worlds to terraform are awoken from cryosleep after their ship mysteriously stopped over an unknown planet. Now this is one that sounds like it could lend itself very well to TV or film. This is published by Mad Cave. We're not really familiar with the many Mad Cave titles that are optioned for TV or film, so this is going to be a speculative bet if you want to pick this one up, but the story sounds very, very translatable to TV or film. This is one we do think you should add. Next up from Scout Comics, Corset number 1. A young girl ruins a world-famous fashion designer's grand fashion show, which results in him inviting her to his home in a clock tower where he intends to reveal his dark secrets. Now this one here sounds like it can lend itself very well to TV or film, and Scout Comics is known for having some of their titles optioned for television or film. That is a big driver for these indie titles, like we always say. So this one here is a great speculative bet, but it is speculative. Pick this one up if you like to. If not, you can put it on your B list, but we think for the cover price, this is a good ad. Now next up from Dark Horse, Last Flight Out number 1. With just 24 hours left until the last transport arc leaves an uninhabitable Earth, its designer's estranged daughter goes missing, leaving him to try to make amends with her before the end of the world. Now this one here sounds like it could lend itself very well to TV or film, and Dark Horse has had some of their titles optioned for television or film over the years, so this one here, while it is a speculative bet, it may be a rather strong speculative bet. The story sounds great, sounds very translatable. For the cover price, this might be worth picking up. Give it some consideration. If you want to spec on it, pick it up. Otherwise, put it on your B list. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, Maze Book number 1. This is a 5-issue limited series about a lonely building inspector grieving the loss of his puzzle-loving daughter until he receives a mysterious phone call one night from a girl claiming it's her and that she's trapped in the middle of a labyrinth. Once again, this can be very translatable to TV or film. Dark Horse, like we just mentioned, has had some of their titles optioned for television or film. This is a speculative bet, maybe worth picking up. Give it some consideration. If you want to spec on it, grab it. Otherwise, put it on your B list. Next up from Aftershock Comics, Search for Who number 1. A man travels to China on a mission to protect his aging parents, whose past secrets related to his mother's Jewish and Chinese sides of her family that led to a bloody family feud come back to haunt them. Once again, can lend itself very well to TV or film. Aftershock has had some of their titles optioned for television or film, so this was one you may want to spec on, like we said with the last few titles. If you want to spec on this, pick it up for the cover price right now. If this does get made into a TV series or a feature film, this could blow up. It might be worth picking it up for the cover price. This is a speculative bet though, so keep that in mind. Give it some consideration. If you want to spec on it, pick it up. Otherwise, put it on your B list. And finally, from Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man number 73. This features an identity reveal of Kindred, in addition to a previous identity reveal. It also potentially relates back to characters introduced in the Amazing Spider-Man number 509. As we always say with any Marvel title, identity reveals of characters, first appearance of new characters, first appearance of powers, first appearance of new costumes. You typically want to pick those up for the cover price. For $3 or $4, you really can't go wrong. There's not a whole lot of risk. If it goes somewhere, you're sitting on a winner. If it goes nowhere, you're out $3 or $4. Go ahead and pick this one up, add it to your collection. So there you have the 5 first appearances and 6 honorable mentions that we have for you guys this week. Please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.